Hey Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North or South Node. This is Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another video for you all. This video is going to be over your spiritual gifts. So we're going to take a look to see what some of your spiritual gifts are. This is a general reading, okay? It is over a collective group of people. This is not a personal reading or a private reading. So there may be some things that resonate and there may be some things that don't resonate. It is up to you to use your intuition and your discernment to determine what messages are for you, if there are any messages for you in this reading. If there aren't any messages for you in this reading, that's perfectly fine. You can feel free to check out the messages for one of the other signs in your birth chart. As I said, this can be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North or South Node, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started with your tarot cards, and then we will pull some oracle cards, or I actually have some oracle cards pulled already to save time. Okay, please give me a message for Sagittarius regarding their spiritual gifts. What are their spiritual gifts? We're just looking into some of your spiritual gifts. Of course, all of them won't come out in this reading, okay? Ooh, we have the Seven of Swords. This card, to me, especially in this deck, represents defense, self-defense. Okay, so you may be the type that's good with doing return to senders or with doing protection work. Okay, tell me more about Sagittarius gifts. We also have the Ace of Cups, so you're a very empathic person. You're able to tap into other people's emotions. Okay, you can observe how other people are feeling, okay, through the way that they speak, through their body language. Okay, you may be good at even reading people's thoughts. We have the Six of Cups, so you all would be good with working with children or working with pets. Okay, also doing inner child work may be something that your specialty would be in. Okay, but with the Seven of Cups, you may be a little bit lost as far as knowing where to start, or maybe, like I said, a lot of us have several spiritual gifts. We don't have just one, so you may not know which one to work on, or maybe you start working on one of them and then you get distracted by doing something else. So you all are going to have to work on your concentration. Okay, it may not be for all of you, but some of you definitely do need to work on your concentration. You could also be somebody that is good with like hypnosis or regression type work, where you have people hypnotize people and have them recall memories and things of that nature. Okay, we have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. Okay, so sometimes you all may find that you yourself are feeling dissatisfied with life. You may be feeling sad. This could be, if you start feeling this way out of nowhere, it is because of this Ace of Cups card. You are very empathic, so sometimes you are feeling other people's feelings. They're not your own. So what you all would have to master is being able to cleanse your energy. You will have to learn how to properly cleanse your energy and knowing how often to do it, and which cleansing method is best for you, because you do pick up other people's emotions. Okay, also you may start to feel this way, dissatisfied with life, because you can be a little bit confused as far as what to do. Maybe you never feel fulfilled. You would be the type, some of you, who are like the perpetual student, like you're always in school. You in school your whole life. You like getting 3, 4, 5 different degrees. And it's like you keep getting degrees, or you keep learning new skills, but then moving on to learn another one instead of like sticking with that, or just using that skill for a while, like mastering that skill, kind of like a jack of all trades but master of none. And I'm not saying that that's how the saying goes, so I'm not trying to be like rude, but it's just like y'all are so curious, you kind of go from one thing to another. However, it looks like the area of doing defense work, okay, protection work, things of that nature, or like I said, being like a hypnotherapist, psychologist, counselor, life coach, something like that. Okay, we also have the King of Swords, so sometimes you might be a little bit blunt with the way that you speak to people, so your honesty is needed. You may have to be a little bit more eloquent sometimes. You may have to work on your approach, depending on, be able to read the client, whoever you're working with, to know what approach you need to take with them. But you are somebody that can get straight down to the point, and you're not afraid to tell people what they need to hear, okay? And in order for people to truly heal, we have to know when to be empathetic, when to be sympathetic, when to be compassionate, and then we have to know when to be this King of Swords and tell people the truth, okay? When you have spiritual gifts, you do have to have, tell people what you see, but sometimes there may be things that you may have to hold back. Sometimes there may be things that people are not ready to hear. That's why there's the fine line between psychologists, psychiatrists, and people doing life coaches. Like, we kind of need to stay in our lane. If you don't have like a psychology degree, you have to know sometimes when to release information. Sometimes we get intuitive information that's too much for somebody to handle. So we may be instructed by our guides to not tell them everything. So a part of what you all are having to learn is what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. That was a long way of me basically trying to say that, okay? And yeah, then we had the High Priestess come out in reverse. That's just confirming what I said. The High Priestess is somebody that is very intuitive, but they hold a lot of secrets. So her coming out in reverse was like, yeah, there's some things that you don't tell people. You just need to keep it to yourself. So you're having to, that's why I said jack of all trades, master of none. Some of you are having to really master the art of doing intuitive work and knowing like how to articulate things to people and when to say things to people, okay? So that way we don't end up having people having like psychotic breaks. Okay, you need to know when to tell people you might want to go see a psychologist, okay? Some of you might have your psychology degrees though. A lot of psychologists are starting to get into intuitive work and doing life coaching and things of that nature. So y'all could be licensed to do that. And then of course, you know what the ethics and the morality clauses are and all of that. Okay, we're spending too much time on that. So we also have the star card. So y'all can have Aquarius somewhere in your birth chart. I'm just going to turn this the right way because I like my cards to be the right way up. Right side up, okay? Some of y'all could have Aquarius somewhere in your birth chart, okay? You could be someone that helps people to find their life purpose, okay? You definitely are meant to be a guide of some sort, okay? I always look at, not always, but sometimes I look at the star card as a card of navigation, okay? Showing people the way. You may also be into astrology or astronomy, okay? Astrology is more so of the intuitive side of planets and stars and things like that, more of the philosophy. So yeah, y'all are known as philosophers, Sagittarius, so you could be into philosophy as well, okay? With this King of Wands, okay, you are meant to most likely be an entrepreneur and use your spiritual gifts to create some sort of income for you, okay? With this lion in the back, you all could have Libra, well, maybe Libra. I didn't mean to say Libra, but you could have Libra, or you may need to incorporate some balance into your life, okay? But I was going to say you all could have Leo somewhere in your birth chart. Very, very confident people, very vibrant, okay? Life of the party type of people, okay? Very, very passionate people. You have the ability to captivate people because you speak with a lot of passion. So you could even be like motivational speakers. We have the Knight of Wands. I just said life of the party. Like, you all dance to the beat of your own drum. Look at this horse in the back. I never noticed this horse back here. Y'all see this? I don't know why I've never noticed that. I've never noticed that. Okay, maybe you all are the type of people that are very, very like analytical as well, because I just said I never even noticed that horse in the background. Y'all pay attention to everything, okay? Y'all be all up in people's business. Watching people's body language, watching, you know, how they speak, listening to the inflection in their voice, all of that, okay? But those skills, those little detective skills, okay, might be useful for y'all. But you all have very youthful, inviting energy, okay? So it would not be hard for you to get clients or speak with people or go to social gatherings, things of that nature. The Page of Wands come out, and I always say this card reminds me of Sagittarius. Y'all have the Page of Wands type of energy, just excited about life, just inspired. And you know, that's why y'all get into that Seven of Cups energy sometimes, because you get inspired by something and you drop that what you're doing and want to work on something else. But y'all are gonna have to pick one thing and kind of like try to master that before you move on to something else, okay? Yeah, the four of swords. Y'all gotta chill out sometimes. Chill out sometimes. Meditate sometimes. Sit still sometimes, okay? Please give me one more and we'll look at our oracle. And then we have the World card. We didn't get a whole lot of major arcana. We got two, okay? We got the High Priestess and we got the Star card. Okay. So y'all might still be kind of just figuring out where you fit in, okay? Maybe that's why you're watching this video. Seeing where you fit in, okay? But we have the World card, which can represent completion of cycles. So like I said, y'all are gonna have to kind of pick something and try to stick with it for a while and try to master that, and then you can move on. So you might have to like start goal planning, like planning out your goals and making schedules for stuff to do every day and all of that. I don't know, but yeah. And we got Libra, or we got Justice at the bottom, which represents Libra. Remember, I accidentally said Libra. Oh, that two of Cups card came out too. My bad. I didn't show that to y'all. And we had the Two of Cups card, okay? So this can represent balance as well, okay? Integration, okay? You all are going to have to learn how to integrate your skills. Learn how to integrate your passion and your intuitive skills in a practical, logical way as well with this Justice card. Justice is a Libra, and that is an air sign. Okay, so y'all need a little bit more logic, a little bit more practicality, okay, with the emotional, intuitive side that you have. You all could be very good speakers as well. You all may work in the justice system, the legal system, okay. You definitely won't be afraid to speak up for people. So if that's something you want to do, you may be some sort of advocate or something for victims, and maybe you're using your spiritual gifts for that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to your oracle cards. Sorry, I just had to look at my phone real quick. Okay, so we have Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. And I kept using the term try to master something, okay? Stick with it and try to master something. So yeah, you all are being called to master something, and it's looking like maybe mastering the art of regeneration, which I'm also going to call transmutation as well, okay? So yeah, the lizard knows how to adapt. Remember, I said y'all are going to have to learn when to say things, how to say things, based on who your client is, okay? Y'all have good skills to be able to read people, but sometimes you might be a little too blunt. You might blurt things out, things of that nature. So learning how to be a little bit more calm when you need to, and then turn it up when you need to. Like, you know, y'all are going to have to learn how to be like a lizard, how to be a chameleon a little bit, okay? We also have, and hopefully y'all can see this. I forgot it's nighttime now. I started in the day doing readings, and it's nighttime now, so it's darker. Okay, so we have giraffe, visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. You all do have big hearts, okay? You do love other people for sure, and you are compassionate. You're like the kind of person that likes to share, you know, with other people, and if you can help people out, you will. You may have to learn how to clearly separate your desires to help people, like in a professional way. If you're looking to do this professionally, not to take work home with you, okay? Not to let people overstep your boundaries. You're going to have to learn how to set proper boundaries with people, even family and friends. You know, when they find out you have spiritual gifts, you know, they gonna all of a sudden be calling you all the time and wanting readings or wanting you to use your spiritual gifts. And of course you can do that for them, but you might have to set boundaries, because sometimes, I'm telling you from experience, people can get out of hand with it. It's like, okay, you done had me on the phone for over an hour, it's 2 hours, it's 3 hours, like, come on now. And then I told you, we didn't talked about this before, and I told you what was gonna happen, and you still keep doing it, and you coming back to me and I'm giving you the same advice that you didn't take the first time. So you're going to have to learn how to set boundaries with people for sure. Okay. We also have Ogum. I'm not sure if I said that right, but nature. So working with nature. You may be the type of person that you get messages from animals. And I'm not saying the animals is walking up to you like whispering in your ear. I'm saying you may see an animal doing a particular thing, and you just may get a vision, or you just may get a thought in your mind. Okay, something is gonna like pop into your mind just from you seeing a little squirrel scurrying across, or seeing a wasp, or seeing a spider or something. You're gonna get some sort of information from that. Same when you're out in nature. Like if you go out on nature trails, walking on the trails and things of that nature, you may receive messages from that. Okay. You may be comfortable doing your spiritual work out in nature as well. We also have tarot guidance. Okay, so some of you all will be very good as tarot readers, which is what I'm doing right now. I mean, this is oracle, but we just went over some tarot cards. So some of you all would be good readers, tarot readers as well. This represents guidance. You will find that a lot of times you can read without using cards, but customers sometimes will prefer cards. So even if you can read without cards, which most humans have intuition and can get intuitive messages without using cards, you just have to work on recognizing those messages and trusting yourself. But a lot of times, even when you can read without cards, customers are going to want tarot readings, because it's almost like an interactive thing where they get to see the cards. Okay, they get to see the symbolism, they get to see you making the connection, so they feel like, okay, this person is not making this stuff up. I can see the cards coming out, I can see them using their intuition to make the connections, and it's making sense. Okay, they may trust it a little bit more just because they're able to see the cards. They are also learning when you use cards. They learn what the different tarot suits are. They learn what pentacles are and what wands are, and they learn symbolism. The reason why I started doing tarot was not to read for other people, it was to learn symbolism. So a lot of the times customers will ask, you know, do you use cards? Okay, even though you don't have to. So it may be worthwhile to learn to read with cards, even if you can read without them. Okay, we also have psychometry, which the key word is sensitivity on here. I believe this is like psychic touch, where you can touch an object. This person has somebody's ring in their hand. I know about this because I had a client that had this, where she could touch an object and get information about the owner of that object. Okay, she would start getting intuitive messages about them. If they were somebody that passed on, she would, you know, they may have had messages that they wanted to pass on to one of their living relatives. So if she touched the object, she would get messages from them that way. She would get visions from them. Okay, so y'all may have this. Now, keep in mind, if you are not sometimes tapping into a lot of this stuff too early, it might come through so strong that it could cause what seems like mental instability, because you're sometimes not sure what's real and what's an illusion and what's a vision and all of that. That was happening to me the other day, not with psychometry, but with my dream. I kept waking, lucid dreaming. So it's like you're awake while you're aware that you're in the dream. So I kept waking up, going back to sleep, waking up, going back to sleep, but I wasn't sure like when I was actually awake in real life and when I was dreaming, because I was doing a lot of lucid dreaming. So yeah, sometimes you be like losing touch with reality sometimes. So you have to be like careful tapping into this stuff. Okay, some of you may have already tapped into it and you didn't necessarily even know what it was. Okay, there's a lot of different gifts, psychic abilities you can have. I have one where I forget what it's called. If I see somebody in pain, I can feel that pain. Okay. Okay, so we also have fire, spontaneity. This makes total sense with you all being Sagittarius. Okay, you are a fire sign. You are known for being spontaneous, sparky, free-spirited people. Okay, fire scrying. Okay, looking at the flames, focusing on fire flames instead of using like a crystal ball, focusing on the flame of a candle, or you know, a bonfire or something. You may get messages from that. Okay, so you may want to try fire scrying, of course, being safe while doing so. Okay, safety first. Let me see, where are these cards at? I'm just trying to keep everything organized. Let's keep going. So we have festival, air, and protect. Do you all remember when I said with that 7 of Wands, you all would be good with doing protection work for yourself or for clients? Okay, with this festival, you would be good at gathering people together. You may be good with working with people in a group, like maybe a coven or something like that. Some of us are meant to be more on the individual path, but you all would work well in a group as well, so you could do whatever works best for you. With this air card, you could be being called to meditate more. Remember, I told y'all that with the Four of Swords? Yeah, the Four of Swords. I told y'all to meditate more, okay? But also working with breath work, okay? Learning breathing exercises, possibly teaching other people how to do breathing exercises. That also would be beneficial if you are wanting to go into hypnosis. Okay, you have to figure out how to get the body in the state of being in a trance in order to do that. So a lot of the times you can use breathing exercises for that, or you can use other things. Okay, we also have banish. Like I said, doing protection work is something that you all would be good with. We have the Challenger. Number 4 is on this card. Could be a life path 4. Okay, you all are the type to challenge norms. Okay, you're the type to try new things. You're not afraid to try new things. Okay, so that is one of your spiritual gifts, and you would also be able to challenge your clients as well. We have the Lover card, okay? So you all possibly could even be into Tantra or wanting to teach Tantra. You all may do like relationship counseling, okay, but incorporating spirituality into it. Maybe you believe in twin flames or karmics, or I don't know what the other terms are, but you may specify in helping people in the area of love, okay? We also have the Heart card, just confirming that. Also, along with the breathing, with the heart, you may be into like heart coherence, okay? Learning how to balance the body, the mind, the spirit, the heart with heart coherence techniques, okay? Let me give y'all the definition of that, because I'm probably not explaining it right. Okay, heart coherence is a state in which the heart, minds, and emotions are synchronized and balanced. This state is associated with feelings of well-being, relaxation, and improved cognitive function, okay? So you all may have, if you're wanting to go into hypnotherapy, you are going to have to learn how to work with the body in order to get people into trances, or get yourself into trances. Even if you want to do like Akashic Records readings, I don't think you have to put yourself in a trance, but the lady that I go to, she does put herself in a trance. I don't think you have to though. So you may be into that. We have the Blue Flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration. Did I not say integration with the Two of Cups? I definitely did say that, okay? We also have a card out here already that's speaking about spontaneity. So yeah, that definitely fits with Sagittarius. You all may have recently had a spiritual awakening. Even if you've had spiritual awakenings before, you may be having another one, another significant one right now, and it may feel like it's come out of the blue, okay? And it's because you're being challenged, okay, to strengthen your spiritual abilities and go beyond whatever it is you've been doing, okay? Take it a little bit further. We have I'm sorry, defenselessness, right past wrongs, uprooting. Okay, like I said, you all may be helping people to do inner child work. You may also be helping couples. So, you know, helping them to have compassion for each other and see each other's side, okay? Helping people to be able to see when they're wrong, okay, and be able to admit when they're wrong to their partner, okay? We also have the Courageous Peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. I told you all a couple times during this reading, y'all have several different gifts, okay? It's just sometimes confusing knowing which one to work with at which time, okay? Which one to work on mastering, which one to work on developing, which ones to use for which clients, okay? So you're going to have to kind of narrow that down a little bit. We also have, and you can work with different ones throughout life. It's just knowing which ones to use and at what times, okay? We have Called, Soul, Gifts, and Training. It's time to step up. Like I said with this Blue Flame card, they want you to step it up. That's basically what I said. Like, whatever you've been doing, they want you to like tap in for real. Like, seriously. I feel like y'all be playing around here and there. But y'all have a lot more. You could tap into a lot deeper if you wanted to, okay? It may be super easy for you to read people without even trying, because that's how strong your gifts are, okay? So you're being called to kind of start slowly increasing the intensity of your gifts, okay? Slowly, because like I said, you got to be careful not to do it like before you're ready, or do too much at any given time, because you don't want to end up going crazy, okay? Let me move these out of the way, and then we can move on to the rest of the cards. All right, we've got Child Magical, and this reminds me of that Page of Wands card, okay? Y'all do have like a youthful, magical I believe in miracles type of energy. Okay. It says, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Like I said, y'all have this, I'm hearing, I believe I can fly. Y'all got that, I believe I can fly type of energy. Okay. That's going to definitely be beneficial to you. That's one of the main things you need to have for being able to manifest. We have visionary. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. You all could have the gift of... Okay, sorry, I was sitting on my legs and they're falling asleep. You all may have the gift of clairvoyance, okay? You could also have lucid dreams. You could have where you're aware that you're dreaming and you can actually make decisions in your dream. Okay, you're controlling yourself in the dream. Okay, you can have prophetic dreams as well. Okay, and like I said, you may also be good with fire scrying. We have queen. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Okay, so you all know how to attract. People are naturally drawn to you. You could be a man or a woman. This energy is talking about energy, not gender. Okay, when we say queen and king. So the feminine energy is about attracting things to you. People are naturally drawn to you and attracted to you. Okay, so it would not be hard for you to find clients, or you're the type of person that might walk up to somebody and be like, I just got this message. I don't know you, but I just got this message, or I have your ancestor walking up to me trying to get me to talk to you, and people either gonna look at you crazy or they're gonna be like interested in what you have to say, but you're not gonna be like scared to do stuff like that. But you might, like I said, you're gonna have to really learn how to read people, when it's okay to say something to people and when it's not. We have sitting in the power. I told you all may need to meditate more. We have, when learning to connect with the other side, it's essential that you make time to get to know your own spirit. I told y'all that y'all can take on other people's emotions, okay, and feelings. So knowing how to separate your own feelings from other people's feelings, and cleanse yourself, so that way you're not feeling somebody else's depression and sadness and dissatisfaction. Okay, it says if you've randomly pulled this card, then spirit is calling you to take time now and sit in your own power. Maybe you want to do that after this reading is over. Okay, see what messages come to you, or maybe nothing comes to you. That's okay too. It's just time to practice sitting still, basically. It's time for you to consciously focus on your own inner light and tap into the unlimited spiritual power within you. Did I not just say, y'all haven't barely scratched the surface? Like, I feel like y'all barely even be trying to use your spiritual gifts, because that's how strong they are. You don't have to try that much. But there is more, okay? There is more that you could be tapping into, but you just have to be careful. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine you're slowly and gently breathing in light. Allow that light to fill your physical body, letting it expand your own energy and aura. Continue to breathe in this simple manner, allowing some time to sit and be in the expansion of your own loving light. I suggest, if y'all want to get into breath work, taking a breath work class, because the way they explained it on this card, you would be like, what? Yeah, I know. I because I've taken breath work classes, there's a better way they could have explained this, but it says, keep it simple in the beginning as you develop this technique, allowing time to get comfortable with this practice. Notice whether you feel energy in certain areas of your body or chakras. Do you see images in your mind? Do you hear sounds or music? Moments of profound silence are to be expected and are quite normal. By devoting time to this breathing meditation, it will help expand your awareness and allow your psychic and mediumistic abilities to grow and flourish. It will also help revitalize your body, mind, and soul, bringing you to a place of balance and harmony. Once you learn to tap into your own spirit and power, you can access it anytime you wish. Okay? We have the rose meditation, yet another meditation card. So if y'all didn't know, y'all are being called to work on meditation, okay? We have, when you're developing your psychic and mediumistic potential, it's essential to experiment with different practices and techniques. I said that. Such as this special rose meditation. I don't know if I'm gonna go over this. Let me go ahead and go over it just in case y'all want to try it, okay? So it says to grab a friend, okay? Have your friend tell you the name of someone living that they know, but you don't know. This way you can remain objective. Now picture a rose in the area of your third eye, whatever color you wish. It could be red, yellow, white, whatever. And then softly concentrate on the person's name you were given. So you're picturing the rose in your mind and you're concentrating on the person's name. It says take your time and let the symbol of the rose evolve in your mind's eye. So how is the rose looking? They say if the rose is opening, it could mean the person is happy, secure, and content. If it's wilting, then it's possible that the individual is going through an emotional time or suffering ill health. If you notice a separate stem coming from the rose, this could suggest someone is taking a different path. Every interpretation is different. You can make up your own interpretations if you want to. You can make up your own meditations if you want to. This is also going to develop your spatial intelligence, your ability to see things in your mind in the 3D, okay? If you are an engineer or you do construction, if you're an artist, anything like that, you probably already have strong spatial intelligence, so you would be able to do this rose meditation easily. But even if you don't have strong spatial intelligence, which is the ability to see things in your mind in 3D, doing this can help develop that, okay? We have mental clarity, so that is one thing that you all are needing to work on a little bit more, which is why they have these meditation cards out here. Because remember, we got the 7 of Cups, which can be about confusion, and you just have too many options, too many things you can tap into. So this meditation will help you with mental clarity. We have balance. It will help you to remain balanced. We have strength, okay? Like I said, you all have to balance your strength as well. You have very strong psychic gifts, but you don't want to overdo it. You have to learn how to ground yourself, so that way you don't end up losing your mind. And I'm not trying to scare people when I'm saying that, but I'm saying if you don't know how to ground yourself and you too far off the ground and your head is too much in the clouds, okay, it makes it very hard to live on this earth, because you know it becomes depressing because the world doesn't stop. So you still have to do everyday mundane tasks, and doing those tasks will become even more depressing if you don't know how to ground yourself. It could feel like, why am I on this earth? This earth is depressing. Why do I have to go to work every day? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Like, it makes it hard to live, okay? Because you're in between worlds. You're living in the astral realm. You're living in the spiritual realm, okay? You're doing a lot of that type of work, but you're still on this earth as well. And there's still earthly, mundane, everyday tasks that need to be done, okay? So learning how to remain balanced is going to be beneficial for you all, okay? We have resistance cards. Some of you may be resisting the need to meditate because I ain't gonna lie, I do that too. Like, I don't want to sit still. Like, I don't want to sit still. It's not my strong suit. Sitting still, doing nothing, like, I don't like doing that. That's why it's easier to use breath work. So that gives you something to kind of focus on, and then eventually you get to a point. Like, I dang near fell asleep the other day when I was doing breath work. It does something to you where it puts you in a trance, okay? There is something medical, scientific, physiological that's going on when you are doing the breath work. So it does put you in a meditative state, okay? So if you don't want to just sit there and be still, okay, and try to clear your mind, you may want to start with breath work. But I suggest taking a class, trying to read how to do it on these little meditation cards and all that. Like, that makes it harder to do. So I suggest maybe looking online or looking on YouTube or whatever for some breathing meditations where somebody's walking you through it, okay? We also have mimicry, okay? You don't try to be out here being like other people, okay? You're quirky, you're different. We have anomaly card, okay? You're an anomaly. You're 1 in a million, okay? All the rest of these birds are black, but we got a white raven. I think these are ravens. We have a white raven here. Yeah, I think these are ravens, not crows. We have a white raven while the rest are black, okay? You stand out, it's okay. With this mimicry card, you don't have to try to be like all the other spiritualists out there. You're quirky. Do what works for you. That's gonna be what draws people in. We got the balance card once again. So the balance card is out here twice. And remember, we got the justice card earlier, which is about balance. And we haven't gotten the temperance card. But temperance represents Sagittarius, and that also is about balance, in my opinion, okay? Emotional balance sometimes. So yes, you all are definitely going to have to constantly work on balance and grounding because your spiritual gifts are so strong. It's easy for you to become ungrounded and then become bored with life, and it just makes it harder to be on this earth, okay? We also have wrath. You have to control your anger, okay? Because you are powerful. When you focus on something, you can manifest that. You're good at manifestation. So that means when you mad at somebody and you thinking a certain thing, or if you mad about something and you're thinking something, that could happen a lot quicker. Whatever you're thinking about could happen a lot quicker than you think. And then maybe later on, you might be like, oh, I didn't want that to happen. So you're going to have to work on balancing your anger, balancing your emotions, period. Okay. Even balancing your happiness, balancing, because you could be on this high where you're feeling really, really happy, and, you know, people are taking advantage of you because you're feeling so good that you just want to like give. Okay. Don't allow people to deplete you of your energy. So you're going to have to work on balance all the way around, okay? You could be a life path number 2, a life path number 9, or you could be born in February, which is the 2nd month, or September, which is the 9th month. We have the Joker card, so this can represent the Fool card, okay? Like I said, that childlike energy, being okay with trying new things, okay? Enjoying life. You definitely are somebody that gets a lot of enjoyment out of life. Also, we got the Lion showing up again, so y'all could have Leo somewhere in your birth chart as well. There's a lot of fiery, fierce energy here. I wouldn't want to make this guy mad. Look at him. Okay, this is coming out on top of the Wrath card. So yeah, that's what I have for Sagittarius. Okay, so hopefully that resonated with you all. If it did, please feel free to let us know in the comment section. The engagement definitely does help these videos get into the logarithm, so more and more people can see them. So please feel free to comment anytime you want, as long as you are being respectful. Okay, keep it respectful. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And I look forward to doing more readings for you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodles.